Some say getting rid of your bad habits, your pain, or your phobias might be as easy as thinking them away by hypnotherapy. Dan is joined by a local hypnotherapist this morning. Dan, this is interesting stuff.
It's very interesting. I'm thrilled that Danny is here this morning because we've seen hypnotic tricks done. I've even seen hypnotists do a halftime show at an NBA game where they make people dance weird and that kind of stuff. But what you do is much more medically approved rather than sideshow
Right.
approved.
In fact, it is approved by the American Medical Association, the hypnotherapy. And that's basically what's happening. You know, a lot of people see the trickery, and it's, I don't want to say it's trickery, but they see the sideshow type of hypnotism.
Yeah, there you go.
And not the other side of it, which is what I do, which is basically what I do to help people basically with a lot of their problems. We mentioned a few of them: the smoking, weight loss, phobias, stress. Well, is a big one.
First of all, how does it even work? Because I'm one of those people that go, there's no way I can be put in a trance and told what to do.
Yeah, yeah. Well, basically, I did bring a graphics here. If we can maybe show that for a second, I can talk to you a little bit about what I do. I basically put you in a relaxed state. We all work from the conscious mind right now, and what I want to do is relax you to the state where we're working with your subconscious mind. I don't know if that graphics is on yet, or...
Do we have that?
Do we have the graphic?
There it is.
There it is. I've got the blue. The blue is, I've just used a kind of a generic demographic here. The blue is to demonstrate the conscious mind, and the yellow the subconscious mind. We all work right now from the conscious mind, which is where you know, a lot of our thoughts and ideas and our education come from. And the subconscious mind is more of an infant. It'll do anything you want it to do. It has no reason. It just, you tell it what you want it to do, and it'll do it.
So how does being hypnotized help me quit smoking, or help me get rid of stress in my life, or even help ease the problems of maybe allergies?
Okay. By basically going into the subconscious mind, I'm able to tell the subconscious mind, with your help, what you want. And since it doesn't have any reason, it'll accept the messages that we give it.
Okay, I could ask you a bunch of questions, but we already have people calling in because they have their own questions. First caller is Greta. Good morning, Greta. How are you?
I'm good.
What's your question for Danny?
Well, I had a question. Is there like a hypnotherapy session where you can do like two things at once, like quit smoking and losing weight? Do you have to address one problem at a time?
Technically, no. You can't do several problems at one time. It's better to work, that's a better way to say it actually, to work with one problem at a time rather than multiple things. Just like we are normally, you know, it's sometimes difficult to handle several things at once. The same with the subconscious mind. It's better to work with one topic at a time.
Okay, we already have another call. Is it Dara or Tara on the phone?
It's Daryl.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It happens all the time.
All right. What's your question?
My question is, first of all, let me tell you what I'm dealing with. I have cancer, and I go in for chemotherapy on a monthly basis. And about, a week before I have to go in for my chemotherapy, I start getting tense. I start stressing out because I know the chemotherapy makes me sick. As a result of that, my back muscles get very tight. I have to go to a chiropractor. The chiropractor really doesn't do a whole lot because the tension, I just can't get rid of the tension. And the pain is so overwhelming that the pain medication they give me doesn't help. And I know it's all in my mind, and I just want to know, is there a way that I can overcome this?
There definitely is. That's one of the main things and one of the great benefits of hypnotherapy that we can work with. It's not to replace any of the things that are out there medically, but it's to assist, especially in a situation like yours where you're under treatment with chemotherapy. We can alleviate a lot of those stresses that are involved in relation to that chemotherapy. In fact, there's been studies shown that there's a 90% increase of a person keeping their hair with hypnotherapy and chemotherapy.
Okay. Our next caller is Brad. Good morning, Brad.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Hi, I have a question for you. I have chronic back pain. I have crushed disc in my back, and I was wondering, will hypnotherapy work on that?
It'll work in the sense to alleviate some of the pain that you're going through or discomfort. I mean, it's a physical thing that you've got if you've got a crushed disc, and, you know, a medical doctor would be better to work with that specific thing. But to ease you with your movement and things like that, definitely hypnotherapy can work for that.
And our last call this morning comes from Terry. Good morning, Terry.
Good morning. Hi, I've done hypnotherapy in the past to quit smoking and have gone back to smoking, unfortunately. I'm a diabetic who is going to be in a wheelchair if I do not quit smoking, and I am going to go blind. Unfortunately, over the years, I've done biofeedback for migraines. Hypnotherapy now puts me to sleep. So the hypnotherapy isn't working because I'm going into such a relaxation I go to sleep. What can I do for that?
You can still utilize hypnotherapy for that. I'm not sure. When you're saying you go into a sleep, a lot of people think they may be sleeping, but it's not a true sleep. Knowing that up front, the hypnotherapist can work with you to make sure that you don't get into such a deep state with hypnotherapy so that you actually feel and realize that you're getting the benefit of it.
All right. Thank you very much. Lots of good. Thank you very much, Danny. We appreciate you coming in. Now,
Thank
you
you for
are a
having me.
certified hypnotherapist, and that's certainly one of the things you want to look for.
Right.
Correct? If you're looking for that kind of
Certified
treatment.
hypnotherapist. I'm also a member of the National Guild, which makes sure that your education continues, that you're ethical. There's a number of things that the Guild will do, and you want to make sure that that's what you're looking for when you seek a hypnotherapist.
All right. Tara, maybe that fear of flying could be helped along by.
Phobias? Yes.
You never know. You never know. I might have to try that if it gets worse. Now I just get drink coupons when I go in. No, I'm just kidding. Up next, we'll